my yearling gelding Harvey has gone down to training. He left a few weeks ago. My TikTok following, Facebook following would know that. But anyway, I got a ton of horse treats in our P.O. box the other day. So I went out and found a small container, like an empty one. I'm gonna just wipe off some of the dust and dirt, and I'm gonna pack up a little bit of like a treat box for him to take down when I get to go visit him. And I basically just want to talk about Harvey a little bit, because I have some other things here too that are going to go down with him. So Harvey is a yearling Appaloosa. I know he doesn't have any spots. He's solid. He does not carry the LP gene. He didn't get the leopard complex that gives him the pattern to be an Appaloosa. So he has no spots. There was a 25% chance of that happening because his parents, his sire and his dam, are not full-blooded Appaloosa. They are registered Appaloosas, both of them, because the APHC registry will recognize certain breeds. That's why a lot of Appaloosas have a quarter horse in them, or they have Arabian in them. And there's one more that I always forget, but is it thoroughbred? Might be thoroughbred. Anyway, my Appaloosas all have quarter horse in them. They all have AQHA. So Ember, his dam, Harvey's dam, Ember is a granddaughter of Invitation Only. Invitation Only is a quarter horse stud. Anyway, so he has AQHA in him from Ember's side. And then Harvey's grandsire, so his sire's dad, is machine made. Huge quarter horse stud. So because that quarter horse lineage is in his history, that gave him the 25% chance of being born with no spots. So Harvey has no spots. He's solid. It's okay. We find it kind of funny. I got him registered, and his registered name is That'll Leave a Mark. For one, because he's always getting injured. Like, I thought Taz was bad. No, it turns out Harvey is way worse. And then I thought it was comical because he doesn't have any spots. So that'll leave a mark. Just, you know, made me chuckle. But so he's down in training. What is he in training for? He is learning groundwork and show pen manners. I was asked, why do people send their horses away for training? It's just kind of, it's a niche. It's a very fine-tuned niche. Now, I did groundwork. I did Ember's like lunging and ground training, and I broke her out under saddle myself under the guidance of a trainer. Ember had her trainer that I went to. I never, well, I shouldn't say never, because she did stay there with him a few times, but I would take Ember to her trainer, and we did the groundwork, and we broke her out under saddle and stuff. And then Taz, I did all the groundwork with him as a foal at home. There was a few times I, you know, sought the guidance of a trainer with an issue like, hey, how could I make that better? Or how could I be better? And then with Harvey, I have decided to send him away for training. So there's a lot going on at my house, always. I have 2 teenage girls. We just brought our pigs home, so that's going to be another whole thing. We have our 4-H pigs are home. And we have 4-H calves in the barn. We have Taz and Ember. You know, we got dogs in the house, a cat, da-da-da. The girls are in softball. They're in FFA, obviously 4-H. But we're just really busy. So I kind of weighed the pros and cons of sending him away or doing it myself. And I determined that he needed the consistency of a professional if I was really going to make him into what I want him to be. And he's kind of the best shot that I have at a higher end show horse, and I do it for fun. It's my hobby. It's nice to win, absolutely. It's great to place high, but it's not something that like drives me. I don't just want to win. I want to participate. I want to be a part of it. I want to have a good time with my horse. I want to enjoy my horse. I want to put on the outfit and feel stupid. And I want to go with my friends, and I want to, you know, not wash my hair for 3 days because that's what we do at horse shows. And I want to pack up my whole life in my trailer and drive 3 hours just to unpack it all. I don't know what it is about being among other horse people and, you know, the smell of the arena and all the leather and everything, but I enjoy it. Harvey is my best chance at a higher end show horse to get to do the things. And Taz had a lot of issues when he was a foal, and it's not that it's like caught up to him per se, but we have to be very mindful because he's going to develop arthritis. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So last December, we had taken Taz to the vet and we did x-rays all the way around of his front legs because he's going to develop the arthritis in his knees. But anyway, so because of that, Taz has really had to take in a back seat, and we're really being mindful of the longevity of his life. Will he make it to a higher end show like the World Appaloosa show? Maybe one day. You know, but I'm not going to push him to get there. That's for sure. So with Harvey, I really wanted him to get in with a professional as a young horse and have it done right from the start, because I know I can't be consistent, and I could do it. Yeah. It's not going to be as good as it could be. So part of being a horse owner is doing what's best for the horse. So I sent him to a trainer that just excels in the groundwork and in the show pen manners for the young horses. Like, they really just excel in it. It's just kind of, I don't want to say their specialty, because they do everything. Like, they break horses out and stuff, and, they train for ranch and everything. So they train for other things, but they're really just good at those babies. So I made the decision to send Harvey much farther away than what Taz had gone. And, there's a lot of factors that went into that decision. I've kind of been bugged a lot on my other social media channels about the what and the why, and like looking for an answer. And, I've had a few very weird private messages where people are like just convinced that there's something deeper to it and more malicious. And, in the horse community, we just use different professionals. It's just what it is. So it was a business decision. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with where he's at. I know he's learning a lot, and ultimately I'm going to keep him there as long as I can afford him. But with him being down there, I don't get to see him very much. Like, I haven't seen him since we dropped him off. That was a few weeks ago. I have pictures of him that have been sent to me, but I haven't been down to visit because he's so far away. So, but I want to pack up. I feel like I've gone, 10 whole minutes now, but I want to pack up a little treat box. And also I wanted to show you guys, his sheet came in. I ordered him a sheet. This one came from Schneider's. Honestly, Schneider's is the only way to go when you're looking at blankets and sheets and stuff. I've tried other brands, and to me, they just don't fit my horses right. I am not sponsored by Schneider's in any way, shape, or form, but these adjustable straps for the shoulders to pull it up on their shoulders up to their neck, it's just like a whole different ball game. So anyway, this is Harvey's sheet. I really love the color orange on him, but I can't find orange in like anything, so I've opted to go for green on him. So he has his green sleazy, which goes over his neck and keeps his mane down and stuff. And what's the matter, Nubby? My dog wants to go outside, apparently. And this is his sheet. So after we bathe him and he dries off, we'll put this on him, and it'll help keep his body nice and clean. So that's Harvey's sheet. So that's gonna go down to him the next time we go down. And then his treat bucket. My following is wonderful and loves to send the horses treats. So we got a bunch of these strawberry candies, the kind that Grandma always has in her purse. So we got a ton of these. We're gonna definitely put some of those in the bucket. Just take a nice little handful. We'll just layer it in there. And then butterscotch treats. Taz loves these butterscotch treats. I don't know if Harvey's ever had one. He's never had a strawberry thing either, but we'll throw in some butterscotch for him. And whenever we're in a barn, so like when Taz was in training too, we would take down extra treats. And then if any of the other horses in the barn, we hung a bucket up that, like if your horse was good, give him a peppermint kind of thing. So the bucket will be available for other horses in the barn too. If they want some snacks, absolutely. Hi, Karen. This is our cat, Karen. She was jumping up to see what we were doing. Hi, sweetie. Good kitty. Then there's these minty muffins. I really want to learn how to make these homemade. So I would love to do that this summer. But German horse treats, minty muffins. I feel like I have cat hair on me now. I probably do because I kissed her. So these are little horse treat muffins. You gotta watch these in the summer because they'll melt. But they're horse muffins with a peppermint in them. That's all they are. They're like little horse brownies. So we are gonna put, I'm gonna take those, I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc bag. Then that way they don't, if they do melt for whatever reason, because I don't know how long the treat box will last. So throw a few of those in. I just love these things. I really want to make them homemade. Okay. So he's got a little baggie of minty muffins. We'll put those in there too. And then we've been feeding the butterscotch and the strawberries to Taz and Ember already. Yesterday we went outside. Ember didn't like the strawberries at first. She spit it out. But then we tried again, and then she ate it. And she stood there for like 5 to 8 minutes. Like slobbering her tongue and stuff. So I think she likes them. Okay, and then the last one are these little suckers. Knickerdoodles. They're like brownies. So they're like really soft, squishy, like horse brownies. I don't know. I wonder what the... Oh, I dropped one. I don't know what the... What are these made of? Wheat bran, oats, molasses products, barley, corn, and flaxseed. Oh, they're made in Pittsboro, North Carolina. Oh, I wonder if I could go, like... I want to go tour the facility. I want to see how they do these. That would be really cool. Can I come visit your facility? See how they make them. But we're going to throw some of those in there for Harvey too. I don't know when I'm going to get down to see him. He is going to be leaving for a few weeks in April. About middle of April he'll leave. They're going to hit the road for some shows. And he'll be gone out of state for a couple of weeks. But it's, you know, it's tough because I don't get to go with him, but it is necessary in order for him to become what I want him to be. You know, owning horses isn't easy. Showing horses isn't easy. None of it's easy. You have to choose your heart and deal with whatever your heart is. So it's just kind of the way it is. Sometimes you just have to make sacrifices. I get asked sometimes, like, how do we afford this? Well, every $5 matters to us. So, you know, every now and then I may get my nails done. I was actually thinking about getting it done because I feel like a boy lately. So I'm like, it'd be nice to feel like a girl, you know, like have nails. But, you know, I haven't dyed my hair in 2 years. My daughters don't get their hair dyed. We get our hair cut twice a year, and it's just trims. We don't wear a lot of name brand clothing. I get a lot of stuff off at Amazon. The girls wear a lot of like t-shirts or jerseys for school. We don't wear a lot of jewelry or expensive jewelry by no means. My husband and I both drive vehicles that are 10 years old. You know, you cut corners. We live in a very, very old house that has a lot of problems, and there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about it at all. I don't have Netflix. I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't have YouTube Premium. I don't have Sirius Radio. You know, we just don't have a lot of that stuff. We go without. We do other things. We raise our own beef and our own pork to save money on groceries, you know, because we have food in the freezer then. There's a lot of things that we do, or a lot of things that we go without. We have like 2 pairs of heels in the house that the girls and I all swap. So if somebody needs a pair of heels, like they're borrowing mine, you know, the girls are, they don't have their own. You know, we just don't spend a lot of money on that other extra stuff. It's expensive to have horses, but it's expensive to have all that other stuff too. And On top of that, we just work. My husband works full time. I work full time, as well as all the social media stuff, on top of being a mom and everything else. I feel like this is like, it's like a therapy session at this point now with the way I'm talking. It's just hard. But if you want to do it, you do it. You know, you ask people if you can borrow stuff until you can buy your own. And, you know, luckily we're at that point now that if somebody in our life needs to borrow something, we can accommodate that depending on what the product is. Like, there's very few people, you know, for instance, that I would loan my Wanger saddle to. You know, and like that, like my saddle, I purchased that on a loan. I bought it with a loan. It's paid off now, but you know, it's tough, but I had a lot of help from a ton of people. My following has been beyond generous. I put myself out there at the risk of the ridicule and opinion and backlash of the entire world with all of my social media channels. And, you know, not every day was easy. There's a lot of hard. But anyway, geez, I feel like I'm just blubbering. But I got, you know, his treat box is packed up. We'll take this little one down for him. And I'll take his sheet down for him. I don't know when I'll go see him. It won't be this weekend. I'm very confident in that. You know, and now like gas prices have gone up like $1.50 a gallon since he left. So that makes it even harder, right? But I know he's safe and I know he's taken care of. I just have to sit back and let time pass and let things happen and everything will be fine. So that's, yeah. Yeah.